What up, gangsters? This is K6 Scope. We are back with more Pokemon Colosseum in the flesh. We are going to head down to the Under because that's what we're doing now. We've purified every Pokemon we've caught up to this point. Therefore, it's time to work on some other strategies. What we're going to do now is we're going to take on the Under Colosseum and try to defeat all... How many challenges are there here? There's either 4 or 5, hopefully. 4? Yeah, there's only 4. Okay. Sweet! So there are 4 challenges here. We are going to obtain the TM and cash prizes, but more importantly, gain some crazy levels, yo. So we're going to put our weakest guys in front, which at this point would be Espeon and Chicken J at 43 and 45. Doom and Parthenax are sitting pretty at 48. Skarmory 47, all fresh off purification, these two guys. And then Littlefoot at 46. So altogether, we're doing pretty well. So let's talk to the pretty mama behind the counter here. Yeah, let's enter a knockout challenge. Wonderful! Yes. So, I'm not always just going to put the Pokemon that are weakest in front here, especially because the Under Colosseum is a little higher average level than our Pokemon. This place is amazing, though. Look at this place. It looks like freaking classic Tokyo. So, the average starting level of these guys is going to be around 55. By the end of Challenge 1, they'll be at about 57, and so forth. And by the end of the 4th and final challenge, they'll still be at about 58. So, 55 to 58 is going to be pretty much every single person here. Now, we're 5 to 10 levels lower than all of these guys. So, well, 7 to 10 actually, 7 to 12. So, yeah, it's not going to be the easiest challenge, but I think we can do it. Look at all you see all the sprites of like actual enemies in this game and stuff. Okay, so we got Quillfish and Lombre. So we know how to handle these guys. These guys are pretty pansy ass. So do what you got to do. They're not too bad. Don't use that on Chicken J, please. Thank you. I love this Coliseum. It's like just the whole neon light effect and how it's lighting on the ground. It's really awesome. Junk shop. It reminds me of Mega Man Legends, kind of, that junk shop sign. I love that, like in the, you know, the first little apple market there when you go to the junk shop. It's just so nice and quaint. I mean, I guess they're playing this place off like it's, you know, like the cool whatever it is, the you know, Tokyo Entertainment District kind of thing, but they're acting like it's kind of slummy too, with like the people behind the cages over there. I don't know, I can't get over it. This place is so epic. The last Coliseum we're going to fight later on, like as the last thing we do, it's called Deep Coliseum actually. That Coliseum is pretty badass, I will admit. I think that place has 5 challenges. That place is really cool, but I don't know, this one might be cooler. It's pretty awesome. We have Pokeball on the side there, that's funny. Da, 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 da. So yeah, we shouldn't have too much trouble with these guys. They're not too bad. Because, you know, it's pretty much the same story as all the other Coliseums. Yeah, their Pokemon are pretty high leveled, but they're all still like 1st, 2nd evolution Pokemon. Only a few people have like fully evolved Pokemon. You know, aside from people who have Pokemon that don't evolve, that doesn't count as fully evolved to me because that's just like, you know, that's just a basic Pokemon, a vanilla Pokemon, if you will. Vanilla. It's just so funny. They just call it vanilla because vanilla is like the description of plain. I mean, vanilla is not plain just because it's the original flavor. It's still got a flavor. It doesn't taste like nothing. These people are all talking about Lady Venus because, you know, this is home of Lady Venus the Under or whatever. Wow, we're getting pretty lucky here. All these guys have some form of water Pokemon. Seadra with this triangular mouth. So funny. Chicken J and SPP on me. P on my butt, on my face. P on my face. So right now, I mean, I guess it's safe to talk about this since this video won't be going up till after the fact, but right now I'm actually uploading the 1st episode of Final Fantasy VIII. Very excited about it. Just for the 1st episode, it probably took me about 2 hours alone to edit it just because I put a lot of things into it. You know, it's not like I like sit there seriously editing for 2 hours either. It's like part of the time I'm just sitting there thinking of ways I can incorporate certain things into the episode or working on things to put into the episode. Say I want to put a graphic in there, like the facepalm counter that I ended up putting in. You know, what my objective was with that was to get it to look like the text box when Squall is thinking, the like transparent dark gray text box. And so yeah, I just spent a lot of time just getting that, like trying to get the outline of it right, the drop shadow. And then I spent quite a bit of time just looking for the text from in the game. Believe it or not, it's really hard to actually find the in-game text from Final Fantasy VIII. It's not really anywhere, but there was this one guy who I guess I'll give credit to him here. Ultimeshia was actually his name, his username. He ripped the text from the game, the font. So he has like a little PNG image, and then you can just, drag him over and stuff. So I ended up using that. Made it look a lot more real, so I'm glad about that. But I probably spent like 30, 45 minutes just making the facepalm count text box, with the text in it alone. So, just things like that. But altogether, it's worth it because it looks really nice. And then, every other time after that, I don't have to spend that much time to make it again because all I have to do is like replace the number. But, so the first episode I think is going to have a little bit more work than the rest of them. But ultimately, it's just like what I normally do is when I'm editing episodes and stuff, a lot of times I think of things I want to put in, but I don't end up doing it because it's either, an over-the-top idea or too crazy to incorporate or be ridiculous to keep the theme going of whatever it is because it's like a continuous theme of something that happens each episode or something. But, my goal with Final Fantasy VIII is I want to actually, every idea that I think of, these extraneous, crazy, yet awesome ideas, I want to incorporate every single one of them that I think of. As long as it's not going to be degraded in quality, as long as it's going to make it better, I want to do each one of them, And, like, the reason I've never done an outro for, like, one of my LPs before where it's got, like, the playlist, previous episode, next episode, I've made the excuse before that I didn't want to do it because it's stupid because you can just organize them in a playlist anyway and go to the next episode and previous episode easily by just playing the playlist. And, yeah, that's true. But it's still easier. Ultimately, it will save the viewer's time, or, if they might see that and say, hey, maybe I do want to watch the next episode, or hey, maybe I do want to watch the next episode, or go check out the playlist. Ultimately, it is faster, but I've just been too lazy to do it before, hence the excuse. But with Final Fantasy VIII, I don't want to do that. I want to go all out and, make them really good. So that's what's going on here. So just trying to put a lot of effort into that, and that's why I think I'm only going to upload that one twice a week, because I don't want to get like super burnt out on it every day, Although I probably should upload that one the most, because that's going to be the longest. Definitely longer than Majora's Mask and Colosseum. I will say this though, Majora's Mask I thought I would take a lot longer. I thought it would be a longer LP than it's actually turning out to be, because I'm already only at like part 14, and I've already got almost like 10 heart containers, And that's, I haven't even started the Snowhead Temple, but there's only 4 temples in the game, so it's not a big deal. But, it's 10 heart containers. That's like the true measure of how far you are in a Zelda game, is how many heart containers you have, because it's always kind of a constant flow of how many, you're getting pieces of hearts. There's no like big drops in between them like temples, so... yeah, that one's going a lot faster than I thought it was, and it's probably because every episode I upload is a 30-minute episode, but, what isn't? And on the other end of the spectrum, Pokemon Colosseum is going way longer than I thought it would. I did not think this game would take this long, and I don't know why, because there's no unforeseen things here that I'm thinking of that popped up that I had to do, because I knew I would have to do the Mount Battle challenge. I knew I'd have to play through the story, catch, and purify every single Pokemon. So I don't know why it's taking longer than I thought. Yeah, I do generally do shorter episodes on these, like 20, 25 minutes instead of 30, but actually no, I'd rather do it on Pelbro. It's 2 times weakness. But yeah, then again, I will be honest, I didn't think I was going to end up doing these Colosseums, these 4 optional Colosseums, but I thought about it, but I wasn't sure if I was going to do it. I just kind of thought, okay, well, let's see how we're doing on levels, and we'll go from there. Because, if I need the experience, I'll do it. And what I came to the realization of is, hey, if I'm going to end up doing the Deep Colosseum, which, their Pokemon are like level 70 plus in there, you're not going to get to those kind of levels without training. And so you almost have to take on these Colosseums to be at a manageable level to fight those people. And you kind of have to, because, there's necessary things you need to acquire in that Colosseum. So it's like, I don't know. It's just, what part are we at now? This is probably like part, 42, I think? Yeah, and I mean, and I've got a whole side series, you know, 10 episodes of Purification. So it's just crazy. And to think that just every time I think about the numbers, I mean, yeah, it's probably, it doesn't seem, I mean, the way I'm saying it now makes it seem longer than it is. I mean, I've been doing this since I got 6,000 subscribers, and now I'm at like, what, like 10,500 or something, I don't know. So I've been doing this for over 4,500 subscribers. Why does Thunder keep missing? Thunderbolt, that's not really supposed to do. Did they use something on him that I wasn't paying attention, like sand attack? Oh my gosh, he must have, oh no, he was using double team, that's right, I remember seeing that subconsciously. But anyway, you know, yeah, so, yeah, 4,500 subscribers, that's a long time to be doing an LP, but I guess, you know, the fact that I've been gaining a little bit more than usual accounts for that, because I haven't been doing this that long, like, month-wise, you know, so I guess it just makes it seem like that because of the numbers. I don't know, but yeah, so there's, this one's going a lot longer than I thought it would. Majora's Mask is going a lot quicker than I thought it would. Hell, if I was uploading Majora's Mask regularly like I should be, I probably could be, you know, through Great Bay already, honestly. But, you know, I'd like to focus on this one, since this one, even now, over 40 parts in, and I'm 42 parts in, and we're still pretty far. We still got a lot to go. Mistress Venus! Whatever. You know, it's just, I've never imagined. I mean, I can't even imagine how long of an LP XD would be. That would probably be 60, 70 parts if you factor in post-game. It's just these Colosseums take forever, because you gotta fight 4 trainers and then there's 4 challenges. That's like 16 battles. And the thing about this LP is, when I first started, I thought I was gonna cut out a lot, and I still planned on doing that, like, you know, a lot of battles, but, you know, exciting things happen during battles. These battles aren't just kind of like random trainer battles or whatever they are in regular Pokemon games. These battles are a bigger deal. Each battle is a bigger deal because there could always be Shadow Pokemon. You know, they're a little more exciting with the whole 3D animation thing. It's a cooler thing to watch in general. They're funner to watch. You know, the giant battlefield, and it's just double battles. You don't really get to see that much excitement with double battles in other Pokemon games. So what just ended up happening is I just ended up showing everything, you know? So that's probably why it's taking so long. You know, and each time I do these Colosseums, that's 4 episodes right there. If I squeeze everything in, all 4 battles in, that's 4 episodes. You know? So I guess that's where it's all going, eh? Alright, let's bring in Littlefoot. Looks like Espeon finally bit the dust. We're in the finals here, aren't we? Chicken J is confused. There you go, Chicken J, you the man! Oh, really? Really? Okay, Gore Bias. Like, I get Bice, that's like Abyss without the A, and Abyss is like, you know, deep underwater, whatever, but what is Gore? What is that supposed to mean? What does that even do? Well, you know what? Let's go for Thunder. Let's go nuts. Why not? Better yet, let's get... No, I don't want to get Rain Dance going before that chick's dead. Let's just go for Thunder. And Littlefoot... Oh, they see, it's times like this I wish I kept Razor Leaf, just because it hits both party members. So I could kill a Gorebias easily. And, you know, still do damage on Kecleon. We could probably take both of them out if I had a multi-damaging move. But, you know, I forewent that, and forewent? I was thinking forego, but forewent? Like, what's the past tense of forego? Foregone? Yeah, I guess it is foregone. I had foregone the opportunity to keep those moves in lieu of more power or powerful moves. Vile, pleasey. Okay. Yeah, buddy. Kecleon is a tank, I will admit that. Not really, but he's resilient as ballsack. Electric Tide! Don't do that. Don't attract me. I do not want to be attracted to you. Okay, Chicken J, you're not attacking him. That's a fact. We can go for Brick Break on Vileplume. And Littlefoot, just Body Slam Kecleon. That should do the job, hopefully. Definitely, maybe. Actually, a good movie. I kind of enjoyed that movie. I do enjoy a good chick flick from time to time. Yeah. Nothing wrong with romance, guys. Nothing wrong with that. And sometimes, yeah, it's presented horribly. I agree with that, but he's still got that canvasy texture. I was watching an old Pokemon Colosseum episode of mine or something to like, you know, some comment pointed at a timestamp, and I went to check the timestamp, and it was like somewhere around a point where I was fighting a Sharpedo, and then I checked it, and it was like, I was talking about how his texture of his polygon there is all canvasy, and it is, it's so weird. Alright, Sharpedo, goodbye. Littlefoot, just body slam on Vileplume, I suppose. Yeah, it's so weird, it's not like that in his picture there. Chicken J is a tank, 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 tank. Yeah, Chicken J is definitely going to shape up to be one of our best party members here. Man, that Vileplume is resilient. I mean, I could just bring out Houndoom and just annihilate her, but we've got, Chicken J. We've got both these guys paralyzed. We shouldn't have too much trouble here. Alright, so Thunder, can we get Sharpedo out of here? And I guess continue to body slam Vileplume. Hey, yo, chicken! Goodbye, Sharpedophile. Sharpedo. Geppetto. Man, you never realized how many names have pedo in them. Pedophile. Pedophile. I saw Geppetto and Pinocchio at Disneyland. They were like signing things. I used to, that's like when I was a kid, that was like, you know, the biggest thing you do is stand in line to get like the signatures and pictures with the characters, but now it's just like, now when I go, I mean, obviously now as an adult I seek thrills and exciting attractions more than that. I mean, I still like taking pictures with the characters though. It's like cool, like memories, you know, pictures. And I still love Disney characters, of course, but it's just now, like even now the lines are just so long for those guys. It's like, I can't rationalize it in my head. I mean, I still do. I still wait for in lines to take pictures with people, but I don't know. I feel like I'm talking about too much different things in this episode, and not that there's anything wrong with that. There isn't, because there's nothing wrong with talking about multiple things. The only thing is, then when I fish through the episode, because I can't think of a title, I'm always like, damn, I don't know what to title it, because I talked about so many different things, and like, which one is the most significant that you should title the episode after? That's probably one of my biggest struggles as an LP is figuring out what to title episodes, because it's so important what you title an episode. It is, like, when people, before they even start watching your video, that's what they see, and as a watcher of videos myself, I can attest to the fact that a title can decide whether or not you watch the video, and it can also make or break a video just because of how either funny or unfunny it is, so I'm always stressing about that. Well, anyway, geez, we just vlogged our way through that challenge, didn't we? $7,000. And we get TM37. Was that Sludge Bomb? I'm not sure, let's see. 37. Sandstorm, okay. Sweet. Not the most useful TM, but hey. Anyway, so I'm gonna, well, we don't really need to heal. I'm just gonna save up here, and in the next episode we will take on Challenge 2 of the Under Colosseum. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.